Hi, everyone. I woke up this morning and I was checking my groups, and in my Pinterest group, someone said, "What do you think of the new trends tool? I think it's a little busy." And I was like, "Ooh, new trends tool." So I went over to check it out, and I'm going to walk you through this a little bit. They've kind of redesigned this. It's the same information except for one thing that could be really good for e-commerce sellers. I'm really hoping that this is going to be helpful. But this is the new trends tool. To get to this, you go up in your Pinterest account, and I am going to try to do this without editing, just to let you know it could be a little bit rambly. That's okay. All right, go up to the Pinterest, your Pinterest business account, and go into your dashboard, and there will be a link to get to the Pinterest trends. If you go here, it's right here. Okay, so just click there, take you to Pinterest trends, and this is going to give you the trend overview to begin with. Now, they have added a lot of stuff here. I like this though, because I really hope that they leave this Pinterest predicts up here because these are the trends that Pinterest monitors, and they actually know that they're going to be trending because they're looking at searches for these things right now, and they're kind of categorizing them, seeing what kinds of things people are looking for. This is not guessing. This is Pinterest actually looking at real-time searches and saying this is what's increasing, this is what's decreasing. These are the things that we think are going to be trending. And you can usually find some things that will fit your business and your products. I love the trends this year. They're very colorful. They're not white like the Pantone color of the year. I don't even know what that is. But then down here we have trends in the spotlight. These are things that in general are increasing. I will say that I'm recording this December 11th. So we're going to get a lot of stuff for Thanksgiving because this looks back 30 days, but you can change the date range. But we're also looking at a lot of Christmas stuff. All right. So you have to keep in mind as you're looking at the Pinterest trends what time period you're looking at, because this is not going to be the same stuff that's trending in June. You just have to be aware of the time of year. And like we've got Christmas mantle, Christmas wish list, outdoor Christmas decor, and that is going to affect the trends that you see coming up. This is something to look at, but then you have to keep track of it. You have to go over your stats every month to see what's actually trending in your niche. And then you have to go back and keep track of it for a year so that you can go back and see what's coming up. Because with Pinterest, it's a long game and you have to pin 3 months in advance, 3 to 4 months. So for this kind of stuff, if you're pinning Christmas now, you're too late. It'll be great for next year, but if we see this is going up now, it's going to be too late to get into the system on December 11th for Christmas. So for right now, you should be pinning maybe Valentine's Day. It might be a little too. It's probably fine for that. You might be wanting to start thinking about Mother's Day and Easter. So you have to pin ahead of time, but it's good to see what's going on because you can go back to your old pins and add keywords if you want to do that. We go over all that in my Pinterest class, but let's look at this new section here, shopping trends. Okay, we only had general trends before. Now they've broken this out into shopping trends, which I think is going to be really, really helpful for e-commerce. Then we have search trends. This is what they had before. So this is based on search terms that are going into that being typed into Pinterest and clicked on and that kind of thing. Now, if you know how to divide this out, we have seasonal, which is a lot of the Christmas stuff that we're seeing, top monthly trends. I usually do top yearly trends because you get a bigger picture of what's going on. And then you can go in and, type in keywords. But this is great. And then there's editor's picks. And this looks mostly like the Pinterest predicts kind of stuff. And here's the Pinterest predicts down here. To get to this shopping trends, I don't think I'm going to go over the general search trends. I think I've done videos about this before. This is a great place to get keyword ideas. And you have to go in and set the parameters and that kind of thing. But let's look at shopping trends because this is new. And I this is going to be very helpful, I think. And what you can do, and again, remember that this is going to be very holiday based because we just had Thanksgiving in the US, Christmas is coming up. So a lot of these are going to be shopping for Christmas and Thanksgiving type products because we've got the month over month stats, so we're looking back. But you have to monitor this throughout the year. So that just keep that in mind. But this is how you're going to be using it. Go and find your top vertical, whatever category you sell in. And they only have fashion, home decor, and beauty at this point. So I'm not sure if they're going to add more to that. Choose whatever is closest. Let's say that you sell necklaces. We're going to choose fashion. You want to choose whatever is closest to what you sell. If you know that customers are in a specific age range, you can separate it out by age, but that's the kind of thing, again, on Pinterest, you can work to get other age groups into your feed and expand your customer base. Why not? If you know that most of your customers are male or female, you could do that. I personally, for e-commerce, would do outbound clicks. You can look at engagement, which is how many people click on or interact with your pins. You can look at saves, which is how many people save your pin to a board. I personally want to see outbound clicks for an e-commerce business because that's people going to the site that's linked in the pin. All right, so let's say we sell necklaces. We're going to look down here. I don't see anything so far that's jewelry, wallets and card cases, earrings. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe necklaces are not super hot right now, but let's find the closest thing. We're in fashion, jewelry, and watches. So that's the category. So that is necklaces, right? I mean, necklaces is in that category. You might want to click on jewelry and watches. Okay, and that'll take you in here. We're still in the shopping trend, so that's good. So get whatever's closest, go into that and start looking around at those keywords. And I do want to go back to these keywords down here. There's related products to earrings. This shows the demographic of who's actually searching for this and interacting with it. And I guess this is engagement. So this is the last 3 months. You can change the date range on this usually. Maybe not on this. And I do have the zoom window as covering things, but okay, up here at the top right, it says view all product categories. So you can do that. I do want to stick with the earrings though. Let's go down here and see these related keywords. Okay, so jewelry accessories, jewelry ideas. You can click view more. Let's see, fashion jewelry. That could be good for necklaces. Let's click view more and that'll open it up a little bit more. Girly jewelry. Let's say fashion jewelry sounds like a good one. Okay. Oh, wait, other product categories. Okay, here we are, necklaces. So just scroll down the page. If you don't see your initial category exactly in the major trends, scroll down and see, like, go find whatever's closest, then kind of start clicking on things. So we are getting outbound click increases for necklaces and saves. Everything is increasing, so that's good. And this is the relative interest over time. 100 doesn't mean 100 searches. It means that's the most popular. Like that's when the most searches were happening. And that is in the summer. And you can expand this here. Let's do past 2 years. I like going back 2 years because then you can start to see patterns. Now, this is interesting. This looks like maybe people are not searching for necklaces as much. Our necklace is not as popular now. That's a little weird. But that's something to keep in mind because if you're selling necklaces and you're seeing your search volume and your traffic decrease, it could be that there's something going on with the term necklaces or people just aren't wearing them or something. I don't know. But scroll down here and see what the other keywords are. And you can just start clicking silver necklace. Start seeing what's going on. Now, silver necklace is increasing. Okay, so if you're making gold necklaces and you're seeing your traffic decrease, silver necklace might be a good thing to look at. And you can also compare if you go up here and do gold necklace, you can compare the two. So gold is more popular than silver. Okay. And they're both increasing, so that's good. And just use this tool to find keywords. And if you scroll down here, you can see other related keywords that you can compare up to 4 at a time. Now, also be aware that plurals, like gold necklaces, is a different keyword than the singular. Because when these tools are showing you data about keywords, they're just looking at that one keyword. It's the same thing. It's the same search. One's plural, one's singular. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. But it looks like fewer people, gold necklaces is purple, gold necklace singular is green. So fewer people search for necklaces than necklace. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't use both because most search engines kind of ignore plurals. It's just the way that they divide it up. Okay. But just when you see that kind of thing, don't freak out and say, oh, I only have to use necklace singular. It generally doesn't matter with search engines. But I really like this keyword tool because we're still in the shopping trends. All right. So Pinterest has divided this out by just general keywords and shopping keywords. I think this is really, really good for e-commerce sellers because a lot of times when you're on Pinterest, you think of Pinterest as a place where people go to get craft ideas or to get recipes, but they really are pushing the shopping. And if you go into this new tool, and I don't know if everyone's going to have this, I will say that Pinterest kind of rolls things out in a weird way. So you might not see this on your desktop. I would not do this on the app. The desktop is much easier to use when you're doing this kind of research. But just go down and look at all of this stuff. Start writing down, like you might have jewelry that is real bohemian and real like statement jewelry, but you might not you have the word funky in there, right? Put that in there. Put it in there. There was another one that I saw that was for layering necklaces, and instead of layering, it was stacking. So you can find keywords for things that you wouldn't necessarily know or have in your listings already. And Pinterest is an excellent, excellent place to find keywords because they're looking at the keyword data in real time. It's not something that they are guessing, it's not they're predicting it. This is what's actually being searched on Pinterest right now. And there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't just go here to start your keyword search. When you're doing keyword research, go here. I do all of my keyword, honestly, I do all my keyword research on Pinterest to start, and then I might bring in other tools to kind of supplement it. But I start with Pinterest these days because Pinterest has the most data. They give us a ton of information, and pay attention to these trends because they actually do predict very accurately year over year what kinds of things are going to be shown and searched for. So just pay attention to that. Okay, so if you want to get my Pinterest class, I'll put the link in the description. I just wanted to show you this new tool. It's very interesting, and I will be going into this in more depth in my class. But go try this out, see if there's some keywords that you can find, see if there's information about the people that are on your Pinterest account. Go into your, there's a lot of information here that you can get that's really going to help your business if you pay attention to it. And that's it for today. So give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you later.